Every weekend, parents gather in the middle of Shanghai with one goal: to find partner for their children. Welcome to the city's famous marriage market. I'm Diana, out of office and chasing places, and today we're exploring People's Park. Stay till the end and I'll show you where to catch a beautiful skyline view over the park. It's our last day here in Shanghai, and what a better way to start it than with a warm drink and a walk in the sun. The past few days have been pretty cold, so I'm really glad today feels a little warmer. Later tonight we're heading to our next destination, so we decided to make the most of our last hours here and visit People's Park, which is just a short walk from Nanjing Road. Shanghai has been amazing so far, but when the sun comes out everything just looks even better. The buildings against that blue sky, it's honestly such a beautiful view. I'm not exactly sure where the main entrance is, but the park looks huge, so I'm guessing there are probably multiple ways in. Oh look, they have bamboo trees here. I think this might be one entrance to the park. Okay, so this is an entrance, but the gate is closed. I'm not sure why so many entrances are closed, but we ended up walking around for a good few minutes before finally finding one of that was actually open. Yay, we are finally going in. This was a morning workout. It looks pretty crowded in here, and I can hear music playing somewhere nearby. It looks like people are holding music sheets. I wonder what's going on. Oh wait, my bad. Those are not music sheets. They're actually displaying something here. Oh wait, I think I know what is this. I've seen this online before. I'm pretty sure this is the marriage market. But I don't see any photos on the papers. From what I saw online, I thought they usually had pictures too. Here it looks like they're just listing things like height and weight, and honestly I can't really understand the rest. So I did a bit of research, and here's what's actually happening here. Every weekend, People's Park turns into what's known as marriage market. Parents come here to post handwritten profiles of their unmarried children, listing details like age, height, education, job, income, and sometimes whether they own an apartment. It's basically traditional matchmaking happening out in the open. And interestingly, most of the time the young people themselves aren't here. And looking around, you can see there are mostly parents here. At first I was confused because I was only seeing older people. I was expecting to see the actual singles, the sons and the daughters. But it's really the parents doing all the searching. Sometimes also older individuals coming in person to look for a partner themselves. Also, profiles here aren't random. People often group them by things like birth year, location or job category. So it's not just a mess of papers. There's some structure to how they try to match people. I actually translated one of the profiles out of curiosity, just to see what people write on this. So this one is about a young woman. It lists her height and weight and says she lived in the US for 10 years, where she completed both her bachelor's and master's degrees at a prestigious university. After graduating, she worked for 2 years in Washington, D.C., and now she's working as a designer here in Shanghai. It also says she's looking for a male partner with a similar age and education background. International students studying or working in the US or other countries are also welcome. At the end, they leave a phone number for contact. There are hundreds of profiles here, and it's fascinating to see how something so traditional continues to exist right in the middle of a city like Shanghai. This marriage market happens every Saturday and Sunday afternoons, usually from around noon until 5 p.m. That's when most parents come here and set up all these profiles. I'm actually really glad we stumbled upon this. I had no idea this was even happening today, so it completely caught me by surprise. And I'm really glad we got to experience this tradition up close. Now that we are already in People's Park, let's explore the rest of it and see what else this place has to offer. While we were walking around trying to find the entrance, we actually passed by a small amusement park inside People's Park. I think it's mostly for kids, but it's still good to know it's there if you're visiting with family. All these tree-lined alleys feel so calm, even in winter. It must look completely different once spring comes. Oh look, I can see a pink blossom. Can you imagine? In just a few weeks, all these trees will be covered in pink. That must be so beautiful. This park is really lovely, and today there are so many people out there just enjoying the sunshine. Even though it's winter, this walkway still has its own splash of color. And the buildings surrounding the park look really beautiful from here. Actually, I want to show you a spot where you can see the whole park from above, along with this amazing skyline. But first, we have to go all the way back to the entrance. Yes, all the way back. We are heading to the building over there, the Shanghai Urban Planning Exhibition Center. It's basically a museum that showcases the city's urban development. The museum is free to enter, but you do need to have your passport with you. It's actually a really interesting place to visit, especially if you're curious about how Shanghai has developed over the years. You can really see that the city has a well-structured urban development plan and a clear vision for the future. And on the top floor, there's a cafe where you can sit down and enjoy a beautiful view over the city. Overall, if you have a few free hours or if you're already in the area, People's Park is definitely worth a visit. Especially on the weekend if you're curious to see marriage market and experience the unique tradition for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure to check out my other videos. I've created a full playlist with all my adventures in China, and there are many more videos coming soon.